Hi folks, we're inside the Toyota. Just a quick video showing you what to do if you've got a car with a battery drain or parasitic drain or whatever you name it. This Toyota, at the minute, as you can tell, it's dead because the battery is disconnected because it was constantly discharging the battery, so I had to do something about it. I can't find the fault yet. It's gonna need a fault finding on this, but for the time being, I've purchased something like this. You've got two remotes, two washers, spring washers, and instructions and this contraption. What it is, you connect the clamp of the battery onto this and you connect that onto the battery. What it does, this is just an isolator. Then you have to connect this to 12 volts, so the other post on the battery. But basically what you do is this will show you when it's on, when it's off. It will indicate what sort of level is on the battery at the minute. And the good thing about it, you press a button and it switches off the isolator, so basically there is no connection between negative post. Switch the isolator and it disconnects the battery. The good thing about this as well, this will automatically disconnect the battery should the level drop below, I think just under 12 volts, 11.8, something like that. So if there is some sort of parasitic drain on the battery, it will cut the battery off to prevent it discharging. I was going to fit it and show you how to fit it, but I think it's so simple that I will just fit it and then show you how it looks like and explain it further. I may do a more in-depth video if need be, but I think this will be easy enough to explain and to understand. I'll see you under the bonnet in a sec. Right, the way it works, it's disconnected now. There's no power on this post, see? That will be all disabled. And if I click, to show you this way, I click on, see? On off. On and off. I'm gonna have to check if it doesn't touch the bonnet, but it should be right. Good thing is, even if that would touch the bonnet, that's negative anyway, so it's no problem. I might try to drop a little bit because it's not clearing it, but it should be right. Right, the way it works now, you've got a key, you've got the remote. Basically, if you turn the key now, if I flick the key, no power on the dash, and if I flick it to on, I got the power on, yeah? Good thing with this as well, hold on, let me note that down. The good thing with this remote and everything else is that if the battery voltage is over 13 volts, you're not able to switch off. If off won't work, in case if you would be driving and somebody would press it for you. So it doesn't work that way. You have to knock it off, wait for the battery to drop down a little, and then you can switch it back off. The whole contraption costs about £20. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it on eBay. But if you've got a car that's got a parasitic drain, that's the only issue, because every time you switch it off, the battery will reset. You can counteract that if you just switch it on once a day at 1 o'clock, then the clock will always be okay up until you switch it off. Kidding, obviously, but before I find why there is a parasitic drain on the battery, this is a good way to get yourself off the headaches of disconnecting the battery every time because there's a parasitic drain in the car. I need to clean it. This is the wonders of Wales. It's been cleaned, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. There's mold growing everywhere. But anyway, this is how it works. You knock it off now, flick the lights on, press off, press I gotta say it's not perfect because a couple of times I've pressed on, I've pressed off, and it didn't work. You can hear it beeping, but it doesn't switch on, so that could be a problem with the one I had. But in general, that's not a bad idea. Easiest way to test it is the lights on the side. Yeah, you've got the lights on. See? Off, on. And this way, every time I start it, it just starts. Right, I'll use it for a couple of days, we'll see how it works, and I'll get back to you on this one, but so far it's quite a handy little bypass. Instead of having a physical switch, just a isolator, you've got a little remote. You can also activate it by pushing the buttons on the actual device under the bonnet, but because you've got the remote, it's just easier. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.